verification can really take the place of trust. As Governor Ingves and Governor Patel correctly pointed out, it's very hard for banks which don't trust each other to have a mechanism that goes outside the central bank. But if you do have, as with the distributed ledger technology, a way of providing...
Well, it depends a little bit how we're talking about leading. I mean, China, to your point, it's been fascinating to see it. I mean, they really, through mining power, control the Bitcoin blockchain.
Now, what is Satoshi Nakamoto? Translates or transliterates in English means central intelligence. Now, in essence, the name Satoshi Nakamoto is cryptically way too perfect in possible meanings as related to the blockchain technology and Bitcoin.
They're not telling you about this. They're very quiet about the XRP.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Foolishness. Shout out to Theta Sub. Appreciate you stopping by. Stuffing some bags. Go ahead. Throw on those moon suits and those pilot shades. Buckle up. Because the future is extra. Foolish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.06 trillion, down about 2.1% in the past 24 hours. We got XRP in that number 6 spot, 41 cents. We got Stellar XLM in the number 30 spot, 9 cents, down about 2.9 in the past 24. We got BTC 22,683, ETH right around 1,500. We got Flare Networks here in the number 100 spot, 3.5 cents, down 7.1 in the past 24. We got Songbird here, 239, 1 cent, down 5.3 in the past 24. Baymore21 says Bain Capital executive leaked that over $16 trillion in assets is coming to the crypto world in the short term and $540 trillion in the long run. This isn't some Twitter rumor. Bain Capital has 15K employees and made over $5 billion last year. Get ready for the wave. Get ready for the transformation of wealth. We got Perry, XRP Parker, Project Dunar, the Bank of the International Settlements are working with a company called R3. You think all of these international banks releasing CBDC updates is for nothing? R3 created Corda. XRP will be the bridge asset and more. All roads lead to the bridge. XRP Nation says, can't wait for this Ripple webinar. Have you registered yet? We got the Digital Pound Foundation live webinar. What is a digital pound really useful for? 26th of January, the RippleNet. John Deaton says to me, this is one of the best examples of crypto utility. The Lightning Network is not the only or the best option for spending your Bitcoin. Spend the Bits develop an app utilizing the XRP ledger to allow a person to spend their BTC and do it safely in 3 to 5 seconds. 801 XRP, professor of the International Trade Policy at Cornell University. Banks that don't trust each other to have a mechanism outside of the bank system. But if you do have, as with DLT, distributed ledger technology that can cross-verify each other.
And this gets to the idea of legal frameworks and regulatory frameworks and how the digital economy in general is going to be regulated at forget about a global level, just a regional level. We're still teasing that out. How do you bring all these things together as you're thinking from a central banker's point of view about how to move forward with digital currency?
I have little doubt, to be honest, that these gentlemen's august institutions and the Bank of Banks will be in business for hundreds of years to come. The question is what form they will have in the years to come. Certainly, there is a lot of hype about how much could be transformed. I don't think, as I mentioned at the end of my remarks, that we're at the threshold of a big revolution, but it's going to be some significant changes in the future. And there are many positives, I think, to be taken from what is happening with digitalization of currencies. It will bring more activities out of the shadows into the formal part of the financial system. It will give people more access to the financial system. And that, I think, is a really important part if you think not just about financial markets, but about the economy as a whole. One of the reasons why, especially in emerging markets, but in many other countries, we are seeing certain retrograde political forces gaining power is because many people don't feel connected to the economy. And I think connection to the financial system is a very important part of it. If you feel that the reforms in a country are going to benefit the elite who are connected and most of the others are left out, this is, I think, a very important part of that connection. So I think there is, at some level, really transformative power in the new technologies and as central banks adopt these technologies. But I worry also about potentially downplaying certain aspects of what we are seeing in the world out there. I think the trust is a really crucial issue. But one interesting question is whether verification can really take the place of trust. As Governor Ingves and Governor Patel correctly pointed out, it's very hard for banks which don't trust each other to have a mechanism that goes outside the central bank. But if you do have, as with the distributed ledger technology, a way of providing verification in a much more obvious way, one can think about central banks, maybe thieves working together, essentially getting together and creating a verification system where they can cross-verify each other. I don't think we're quite there yet. I don't know if there will be still an element of trust that is missing even among these financial institutions, which are, after all, competitors. But I don't see it as implausible that verification could start, at least to some extent, taking the place of trust.
XRP, hidden in plain sight, the one cryptocurrency that'll want you with the interoperable one.
Eleanor Terra, isn't this exactly what Ripple does? China-backed blockchain project proposes swift alternative for stablecoins to create a system for settlements with stablecoins and state-issued digital currencies. We got a company behind China's blockchain push aims to make stablecoins and state coins interoperable. The initiative was announced this week at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. The South China Morning Post reported that the future platform called the Universal Digital Payment Network, UDPN, should ensure the interoperability between two types of tokens. Just as SWIFT network created the original common standard for messaging between financial institutions across different settlement systems, the UDPN will serve the same purpose for emerging generations of CBDCs and stablecoins. Meanwhile, Gary finally put out the August calendar. We don't know what he scrubbed from it, but it looks like he keeps up communications with a communist China counterpart. Still no response to over the 75K XRP holders represented by John Deaton. Gary, you still there? This is a currency war here. Ripple CEO claims Bitcoin is under control of a small group of miners from China, June 14th, 2018. I'll tell you another story that's underreported, but worth paying attention to. Bitcoin is really controlled by China. There are 4 miners in China that control over 50% of Bitcoin. How do we know that China won't intervene? How many countries want to use Chinese-controlled currencies? It's just not going to happen. Meanwhile, we have the SEC and the landmark historical case stifling American innovation, but yet BTC and Ethereum are giving clarity here. China. Also, prior to the set of sweeping bans that the government placed on the industry in the late 2017, China stood as the nation with the highest BTC trading volume in the world. The country still has played a crucial role on the Bitcoin network in the form of hash power. Hash power is the amount of computing power that is needed to solve cryptographic equations on the Bitcoin network. This is the clip from Brad Garlinghouse is saying China controls BTC and Ethereum.
To a coin here.
Right.
Who's leading?
Well, it depends a little bit how we talk about leading. I mean, China, to your point, it's been fascinating to see it. I mean, they really, through mining power, control the Bitcoin blockchain. You have 4 miners in China that represent something like 60+% of mining capacity, and 80% of mining capacity about is based in China for both Bitcoin and Ether. So in many ways, I think China's been incredibly strategic about how they think about that.
Yes.
If that's the case, then why was BTC and Ether given clarity but not XRP, stifling American innovation?
Also, they could have settled. Chris and I had the option to settle separately. We could do that, and this would all be behind us. That's how confident Chris and I are that we are right. We will aggressively fight and prove our case.
Drain the swamp, free the standard.
Do your due diligence like I have and search things out. Did I get a lot of money? Yeah, I made a lot of money on it. Lost a lot of money too. Now, what is Satoshi Nakamoto? Translates or transliterates in English means central intelligence. Now, in essence, the name Satoshi Nakamoto is cryptically way too perfect in possible meanings as related to the blockchain technology and Bitcoin. It was clearly made up by a person or a group of people. This is a plausible scenario because Japanese people take the literal translations of their name that's fixed and rarely even think about it. In other words, if you are using specific words in the Japanese language, whether it be katakana or kanji, the words are literal, they mean what they are, and that's what they are. So when you're dealing with the word Nakamoto, which means central, and to anything, the middle, and if you're dealing with the word Satoshi, then you're meaning it means intelligence, and it means to understand, common sense, wisdom. Then you transliterate all of it, and you see that somebody else was behind the making of it. And for those of you who think that they don't have the algorithm, or they haven't broken the algorithm, Don't be a fool. The algorithm has been broken. In fact, the algorithm is always traced, and they know everything that you're doing. They just don't tell you it. They just don't show you it, because if they do, then you'll know that they've been breached, that you've been breached. So they keep it. They have a whole other system of tracking you outside of the actual system that you're working with, that you feel secure with. And of course, when I say that, they say, no, you don't know what you're talking about. But here are other subtle factors.
Know what you hold and know why they want you out. XRP hidden in plain sight, and know why the media keeps pushing BTC and Ethereum. The show's all rigged. Ripple has no debt. We've never had any debt. We got billions of dollars in cash, so bring it on. SEC, we got the A-team. We got Joe Katz. We got the superior tech. We got the evidence. Get those jumpsuits. Get those jail cells ready. 24-hour crypto. Coinbase delists XRP, but holds it. Shaking my head. Remember, XRP is just another crypto scam. David Schwartz, exactly. The secret sauce of Ripple is Ripple plus XRP, the new standard. Can XRP make you a millionaire in 2023? There's been speculation that XRP could potentially drive the next bull run in the cryptocurrency market due to its increasing adoption by financial institutions and its potential use cases in the financial industry, despite the SEC stifling American innovation. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. And they can't stop it. 801 XRP. Universal Digital Payment Network has been introduced in this year's World Economic Forum's Davos 2023. It's interoperable payment infrastructure of the digital currencies of tomorrow. The network will only support CBDCs and regulated fiat-backed stablecoin currency systems as payment methods, no unregulated public chain cryptocurrencies such as BTC. Stifle American innovation, hold them up in a historical landmark case, and let the competition catch up. Flare Network's question: is it correct to say that if someone sells their initial 15% and another person buys it and wraps it, they will receive the remaining 85%? Answer: any Flare tokens acquired during their 36-month distribution period are eligible to receive a share of all the remaining monthly distributions. Court authorizes Flare token airdrop to eligible Celsius accounts. Congratulations. Flare bag inbound. We got Santam Feed. Have the markets topped off after the big opening in 3 weeks for crypto here in January? Precision Trader says perfectly called that XRP top. Are we headed down to the mid-30s? Blockworks, crypto companies seeking to go public in the U.S. are finding the SEC review process increasingly lengthy, sometimes anchored in close to 100 questions, especially if you're from the United States. DAI says our government should be whining and dining companies like Ripple to get them to stay in the USA to provide jobs and add to the economy. Instead, Gary Gensler is trying to run them offshore. Who does this guy really work for? Maybe someone should ask Soros. China controlled. And last but not least here, please be aware that there is one last week for artists to apply in order to gain early access to the Sonar Muse platform. After this, we'll be working with our artist onboarding process and preparing for the NFT minting on our platform within the month of February. Sonar Muse. With that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, don't be fooled by the media manipulation. Know what you hold, know why they want you out, and know what's coming. The longer they take, the higher we climb on that XRP rich list. Where will you be when those bags of XRP liquidity are finally unlocked? We'll catch you up here at the tippy top. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up that bag, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below, drop an elbow on that like button. Catch you up here on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB. Bring your own billions. Peace out, Crypto Ghost.
And the clock been ticking and you're running out of time. Don't get left behind. Oops, too late. BPM just to fly.
BPM dripping my wallet. I am a revelaholic. Staking and baking my crypto. Send me sweet like I watch my caller. Now you can flush all your shit coins in the toilet. And my tickets is real. Ain't no scamming the monkeys. We live on the ledger, so you know the deal. What Genesis flip. We rocking this shit. XRP bags, we buying a dip. We going bananas, forget the pajamas. And this why your newbies ain't telling me shit. A bunch of gorillas is steering this shit. How many bananas you need in a clip? That's a BPM Reveler drip. That's a BPM Reveler drip.
We level out the ticket industry overnight.